There's something you don't notice when you watch Mad Max Fury Road, and that is that almost the entire movie is made out of 4 techniques, just 4 techniques. And so we're going to do 4 separate episodes, and we're going to do those techniques one by one. And the first technique is a converge, which is that the camera moves towards the actor as the actor moves towards you. And that creates a feeling like basically of double speed, that everything becomes more crucial or hectic. And once you notice this technique, you'll see it everywhere in Fury Road. So what's happening is that the car is moving towards us while we move towards the car. And it creates like this kind of crucial point that everything is coming to a head. And so here again, we're coming in on her as she's coming towards us, and that makes it just like really important. And here, this is basically the same shot, that she's stepping towards the camera as we're stepping towards her or tracking towards her. And so it's not just her stepping forwards or us tracking forwards, it's kind of coming to this culmination in the middle.
What do you suppose he's gonna do?
And they really can't help themselves, so this is like the same shot again, just different characters. But a converge works every time. Like, notice how many times they can just keep throwing in converges, and none of us are thinking, oh God, cool it down with the converges. It's like it works every time. And here's a much bigger version, which also isn't completely a converge. I mean, it has a lot of converging because we're coming in. But because we're a little onto the side, it actually becomes a counter instead. And so let me just illustrate this up in the air. So basically, this is the camera coming in and converging, and then we meet here. But if the camera is a little off to the side, then it becomes a counter instead. So a converge and a counter are basically the same idea. And this one again here is a converge, but it doesn't stop. Like, they pass each other, they pass under. So I guess technically it's a counter, but it works as a converge. And same thing again here. So you can see they're running in and we're countering their movement, but we are converging because we're all moving on the same axis line. And here is a kick-ass one. So it's a converge / counter, and then a converge. So it's like it's two in a row. Counter converge, and then a converge here. So it's like everything is just concentrating in a crucial moment, and they keep doing it. And I mean, why wouldn't they? It's the best thing you can do here. And one thing you might not realize is that a converge doesn't just have to be like straight on, that you're meeting and stopping in the middle. You can converge at a right angle or converge at this kind of an angle, and it has the same effect. And actually it might be a little bit better. So if you look at this shot, it's converging at like not even a 90-degree angle. It's like converging at a 60-degree angle. And that means that we get like a lot of very nice parallax movement on the ground in the foreground. So again, notice how the pixels on the truck are moving to the left and the pixels on the ground are moving to the right. And that creates this very dynamic pixel movement in the frame where things are moving in one direction and other things are like they're kind of moving at different axes in the frame. And it just makes the shot very alive and dynamic. Oh, and here's a kick-ass one. So this is, again, just like a 90-degree vertical converge, except that we then go under and then they go over us, which is super badass.